But then the door of the bunker finally opens and they rush inside. The family meets with Ted and his wife Stella, but they're also surprised to find Garrett. Apparently his father used to be war buddies with Ted and he got separated from his unit, so he came here to ask for help. David notices Garrett has a gun, which makes him suspicious. Then the group shares a meal, but they can't help noticing on the monitors how the monsters are trying to smash the door, making everyone nervous. Using the radio is also useless because they can only hear screams. Maddie asks how the monsters sense them, and Garrett explains they react to light and heat, but he wonders if they see people's souls. He also shares the story about how he survived the first Judgment Day. Back then he worked at a refinery, and when the monsters poured in there, he managed to dive into a pond of salty mud. He buried himself and had to listen to the monsters killing all his colleagues and friends. While Garrett is distracted by his storytelling, Ted signals Dave to grab and hide a knife, unaware that outside, a centipede-like monster is crawling into a small hole in the mesh covering the window. Then Garrett announces he'll be on watch duty first, so Ted invites the others to stay and play cards instead of sleeping, looking meaningfully at Dave. However, Garrett notices the gesture and pulls the gun out of its holster, forcing Dave to put down the knife as he explains that Ted had been against allowing him to stay. It was Stella who had taken pity on him. He survived the first time and he's determined to survive again no matter the cost. Suddenly Tyler throws himself at Garrett to try to take the gun, but Garrett just pushes him away. An argument ensues, but Maddie interrupts it by pointing out they can't hear the monsters anymore. Then the centipede-like monster jumps out of the wall and bites Stella. While Ted rips the creature off his wife's neck and pours salt on it, Dave punches Garrett to take his gun and tries to shoot the creature. The little monster dodges all the bullets, but Maddie manages to kill it with the knife. Afterward they tie up Garrett and try to stop Stella's bleeding, but they'll need proper medical care. At that moment they notice on the monitor that a huge beast is repeatedly hitting the front door, trying to get in. Dave says they should leave, but Ted doesn't want to go out, saying his wife won't survive outside. Stella wants him to go and reminds him of the underground passage under the bunker, which leads to the mountains. Garrett says he has a car with a full tank and he can take everyone to the gate, and the group